Hey, Chris Jenkins, credential member of the media covering the Carolina Panthers for Charlotte Vibe, a.k.a. Man of the People, as you have a friend in the media, which is myself. Any questions that you have regarding this Carolina Panthers team, I'm your guy to help you out and get those questions answered. Today is Friday. That means this is the final injury report as the Carolina Panthers prepare for their second divisional matchup against the Atlanta Falcons. First time against the Falcons. The first game was in New Orleans, the season opener, and this will be their second matchup against the NFC South opponents, the Atlanta Falcons. And let me remind you, the game time is not 1 o'clock this weekend. It is not 1 o'clock. Please make sure you set your alarms for 4:25 p.m. this Sunday for game time. I don't want that fly to get in my mouth. I think that was like a yellow jacket. But I figured I hadn't been outside in a minute. This is still not at the stadium, but I'm outside of my studio. So nevertheless, we're going to go ahead, put this up on the screen, get you ready for this matchup as we go over the latest and final injury report for this week. Not many surprises here at all. Let me go ahead and get this up for you. So linebacker Josie, hold on, messed up, hit the wrong button there. All right, I messed up again. Sorry, live TV, this is what you get to see. One more time. There we go. Linebacker Joel, he is out, so this is going to be his second week that he misses right now. We also have wide receiver Deontay Johnson. He's dealing with the ankle. He is questionable, but coach feels really good about him being able to go live this Sunday. Next man up. That's the kind of mentality. It's not the next man up, but the next guy that's unfortunately going to be out is tackle Taylor Moton, dealing with that elbow. He is out. That is not a surprise. As well as we have center Andre Rame. He's going to be out as he deals with his concussion. Now let me go back for just a second here and talk about Taylor Moton, who's going to be out. So with Moton out, you're going to have his backup, Yosh Nijman, will be in his spot. Again, he finished out the game against the Bears this past Sunday. Looked fine, but again, it's just obviously going to be different to not see Taylor Moton out there. Never missed a game since coming to the league. Missing his first game this week with, again, Yosh Nijman will be taking his place at that position. With the center, so Andre Rame is out with his concussion. Corbett, even though he's not been on IR yet, I really think that should happen later today, if not tomorrow for sure, as they figure out their roster setup for this weekend. You got with Austin Corbett out, you have Brady Christensen, and they also brought back Cade May. So again, that's Brady Christensen, who you can expect to get all the snaps, and then should he need a breather for whatever reason, you have Cade Mays, who was drafted by this team back in 2022, sixth-round pick. He's back with the team, so he's available on this offensive line as well, should we need any further assistance there. So I want to make sure you guys know, with these people out, what are the likely backup scenarios for those people. We also have Tommy Tremble, who is out with the concussion. So with Tommy out, that leaves our rookie, Jatavian Sanders, who's been getting a lot of reps, and then it has Felipe Franks. So that leaves only two tight ends, right, because we have Ian Thomas, who's, as you see, let me go ahead and just put him up here. Ian Thomas, he's dealing with that calf. So he is questionable, even though he was limited in practice today. So you do have the possibility of Ian Thomas playing, but if you don't have Ian Thomas, you definitely need that third tight end. So who would that be? Well, that would be the journeyman, the guy that was, I believe, a wide receiver and then converted to the tight end, that was cut, then was brought back, was on the roster. You know where I'm going with this, but he's been around for quite a while. Jordan Matthews would be brought up from the practice squad. And, you know, as I talk about guys that could be brought up to bring in reinforcements for this team for that next man up mentality, keep in mind, tomorrow they have to establish who those guys will be elevated from the practice squad to being active for the 53-man roster. So actually you don't have to wait till Sunday to further see what may happen with the personnel on Sunday, as tomorrow they will have up to two players that they could elevate from the practice squad. Could be Matthews, as we just talked about, from that tight end position, or you could have Lawson or Marquise Haynes elevated to give some support on that defensive side. All right, so Jadeveon Clowney, which also could be a possibility of what happens for elevating other guys to the defensive side. I mean, this team obviously being decimated with injuries, lots of injuries, and your defensive coordinator, of course, doesn't want to get in front of the podium and say, yeah, there's an excuse. You know, I'm playing with guys that I wouldn't even have on my team. You can't say that. You should never say that. You want to try to get the most out of your guys, but just to your fans that are watching, it's going to be a tough game this Sunday. You know, they're going to try to, I'm sure, be creative with what they do to try to get an edge, and I would suggest that you know that with anything creative that they go to do, there's going to be some risk to it. And they're probably trying to balance the risk to reward with what they should do to be able to stay in this game Sunday, give themselves the best chance to win. Obviously, there's a lot of thought out there about on the offensive side, run the ball, give the offensive side for the Falcons as little time as possible with the ball. So we'll see. But I'm just trying to prep you for everything. Jadeveon Clowney did not practice today. He is listed as doubtful, and Coach Canales said that he's going to be a game time decision, which means I really, to me says, hey, I really want to have him out there, but I don't know. We'll see what happens there. All right, let's continue to walk through this. Defensive end, A'Shawn Robinson. He has an ankle injury. He was limited in practice today, so that's positive, questionable. So A'Shawn looks good for this Sunday. Cornerback, Dane Jackson, who was designated to return last week, dealing with his hamstring. He was limited in practice and is questionable, as well as I kind of touched on this earlier. Your tight end, Ian Thomas, dealing with his calf. He's limited in practice, and he is questionable. So a lot of guys out, several guys questionable, and the picture will start to come a little bit more clear tomorrow when they have the opportunity to elevate some guys from their from the practice squad to the 53-man roster. All right, so let's go ahead. If you haven't hit that like button, I don't know why not. It costs you nothing, means the world to me. If you do so, helps the channel continue to grow, which helps me do more things that you all like to see. So please take a moment right now. There you go. Hit that like button. Somebody just hit it, so I appreciate it. All right, I'm going to get to a few questions if I can. What's up, Panthers Prime Podcast? Chris, I'll come run behind the scenes for you. Send the application. That would be lovely if you could. Now, for me to have you be able to run it, I guess it's not that big of a deal, but it would require another production meeting that I need to have, and I'm short on time. But I think I'm good. But I appreciate you offering so much. Rob Thomas said, "This is so bad." Shaking my head. Yes, it is bad. So again, I want to get your mentality ready for this game on Sunday. If we come out a little sluggish, if they have a big play on us, know that we have guys playing on this team this Sunday that would not normally be out there, and they are just trying to keep the wheels on the bus from falling off. I know you guys are going to say the wheels have fallen off. They have not. We're 1-4. We have a pretty good weapon on the offensive side. We've had the resurgence with Andy Dalton back there. He had a bad game last week, but we also got a new coach, first-year coach, and I feel like he's going to rebound from that. I don't feel like we're going to see a Chicago Bears type performance this weekend. May not be the prettiest, but I feel like we're going to see some improvement, even though we have lots of injuries to be concerned about. My man Shakir, for our members, we always got to give our members some special love when they come on. What application Chris is hiring? I don't know where that came from. We're not hiring currently. What's up, Chance? Chris, even when the Clowns have played this season, he hasn't been a factor. The walking wounded we are. Yes, Chance. Oh, Chance, our member. I got to give some love to the members. Thank you so much for being a member. Supporting the channel, independent media, 100% supported by members like yourself. Without you, there's certainly no me and no light that I have to look good out here as I hopefully am doing. Hey, Knucklehead K. Hadn't seen you on in a minute. That means life happens. I know life be lifing for sure. Out there doing what you do. Stay safe. Thank you for being a member. I think you're one of our longtime members too. So I appreciate all the members greatly. Again, you guys help keep the channel going, and I thank you so much for your support. And we're going to get out of here with one more question. This is funny though. I got to play. But the wheels are sitting in Chicago. They can't be. It's too much. Listen. The Wheels cannot be sitting in Chicago because we have still too much more of a season to go for the Wheels to already be off, including that trip that is now less than a month away to Germany, 8 hours there, 9 hours coming back. Your boy does not want to go that far to see miserable football. So thank you, everybody, for joining me for this final injury report. Again, there may be a bonus. I may do, for the first time, a night before Q&A with you all that I normally only do on the road. But if I get enough response and interest from you all, I will do that show. It's an hour long the night before tomorrow night. So make sure you let me know in the comments if you want that to happen, and like and subscribe to the channel. That'll be all for today. You may see me tomorrow, but definitely will see me and the full team on Sunday. 2:25 will be the time for that show. Now, it's a later game. It's a 4:25 kickoff, so the show will be 2:25. It'll be myself, my co-host Brian Gallagher, and then one half of Panther Nation podcast, Rashad, will be on joining me for the best pregame show that you will ever see, getting you ready for the matchup. Hey, thank you so much for watching. Chris Jenkins for Charlotte Vibe.